So, how did you become a non-feminist woman?
Well, basically, feminist was thought like very the default thing, at least where I live. So I didn't question it for a while, and then I came across so many men around me having different issues that were just not addressed or were silenced directly by feminism. And then when I went to study social work, it was thought like an indoctrination. It was just that thing that was the right thing. And it started as a movement of equality between sexes, but I never found anything about male issues in that. So my issue with feminism is not the woman's right part. It's really what it's not doing for men, yet calling themselves the movement for equality, and how it's silencing actively some issues.
Okay. So do you believe that we live in a patriarchy? How do you see
No,
things like that?
definitely.
Okay.
Like the figures that we have in politics, they are mostly men, because women don't make the same sacrifices when they work jobs in general. We are really family oriented, and we want our health and mental health mostly at first, and men go more for money and like, I wouldn't say power, but it's a bit of that. But like, their work is more important than their personal life in general.
Mm-hmm.
So they will take more risk as well. Even when they ask for a better salary, they will take more risk. They might lose that job, but they will ask for a higher salary. Women don't do those things. We tend to take care more of our sorry, to more take care of ourselves in general at home. So we don't push into politics and everything, but we're still voting, and the people in power, to be in power, have to cater to us,
Mm-hmm.
because we're like, we don't even allow men to go against feminism and to talk of their issues. So it's always about feminism.
Mm-hmm.
Even Justin Trudeau is really, really out there saying he's a feminist. So we have this that's very important right now in our politics. So women are taking the decisions in a back of theater way. Like, we're behind the curtains.
Mm-hmm.
We are catered for. So we can't all just look at which figure is on the billboard or whatever. We have to think what for whom they are talking.
Mm-hmm.
And right now it's for women.
Yeah. Okay.
And honestly, it's not. I wish it was more about kids, even not even just men against women. But we have a lot of rights that are against kids,
Mm-hmm.
because we give them to women.
For
I
example.
could be pregnant and take drugs, and no one will even put me in prison, because that child doesn't have rights yet. It's
Okay.
not out of me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be forced to stop either, and I wouldn't be forced to have an abortion, because that's my body, even if I'm maybe killing, but mostly putting in an handicapped child that society will have to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are kids that are going through withdrawal as soon as they're out in this world. Like, the woman gives birth, she's on so much drugs that they have to go through drug withdrawal at birth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a right we give to women that we don't allow even to protect kids.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So that's why I don't believe in the patriarchy. We're really catering to women. It's always about.
Yeah. What is your view on traditional gender roles?
I think it's fine for many couples to be in that. I thought I was not for that personally before, but honestly, I could be living on my farm and taking care of the house and not be the provider. I wouldn't have a problem with that, and I wish I could have done that, but that didn't came in my life because I don't have a provider, so I have to have the jobs and everything. But I think we should look at how we had a shift that women could work, do anything else, but now we are not allowing them to be that. There's two reasons for that. Other women are looking at them very badly.
Yeah.
And there's also the economy. We're not able to have one income household right now with the prices of everything.
Right.
So we also have a way to live that is not sustainable even for the environment right now. But we expect to have a TV in each room and stuff like that. So the way we're living is not allowing it right now. And the economy is not helping us if we're trying still to do the sacrifices. So I wish we could still do it and that people still could manage to make it workable in the economy, but it's very hard.
Right.
And very sad that we don't allow, we have a problem with it socially, that we're not allowing women to do that choice and respect them. Mm-hmm. Because look at them as oh, they're lazy or whatever. Yeah. Or less smart even.
Yeah. Okay, what is your view on MRA, men's rights activists?
Sometimes they go too far. It's there's traditionalists that don't even want women out of the kitchen and stuff like that. But they're they have bigger voices than they are in the actual movement. Because what I have usually with those people, and I'm part of it, is we want that right that women have, and that mostly women don't even realize they have. Mm-hmm. For example, when women lose abortion, I wish that it will make them realize, hey, what men have as rights after conception, they have none. So we're equal right now because we lost abortion. Mm. So I wish we would question, how could we, if we get abortion back, if we fight for abortion to stay there, what could we give to men to have as much power in their life as we have right now?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And we're not doing those questions. Mm-hmm. The same for circumcision. It's horrifying that we cut women in other countries, but no one is asking why is it fine that we're cutting a penis from a baby. Mm-hmm. That part is, to me, the craziest, because we start them in life with mutilation, with I consider it a rape as well, because they insert tools to do that, because the gland is fused with the foreskin. So we start with rape, and we start with trauma as soon as they're in this life. Mm-hmm. So even some issues that feminists are bringing for women, we should look at how we treat men first. We can't treat someone like shit and then wonder why they treat us like shit. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We can teach them that their body isn't theirs and then wonder why they treat us the same. Mm-hmm. Okay. So for me, men's right is just about having the same right as women, and women don't even think it's an issue because they think men have those rights already, because they don't understand how they don't have it yet.
Yeah. Okay. What is your view on intersectionality?
Sorry?
On intersectionality, where they say, well, the white male.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
It's yeah.
So more issues together, yeah. So I think
LGBTQ issues are also in there. So they say if you're this, you have problems,
Yeah, usually it's they say the white males don't have issues at all, but like I said, the issues I bring up, they don't have a race and they don't have a gender. Mm-hmm. Everyone should have the same rights, and we can have programs that are putting more money if there's more people in those areas. Like, for example, yes, maybe some places will have more shelters for Black people, not because they're Black, but because their area, because they don't have the same economic struggles and everything, that might happen. Mm-hmm. But we shouldn't look at it. Are they Black? Should we give that to them? Mm-hmm. No. We should look at, is this area in need of that? And maybe there will be 99% Black, but that white person could still go if they have the same issue. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's the same with shelters. There's no bed for men here. Only private people have made some shelters, so they're not very accessible. They don't have many. Is it normal that the government is just paying for the woman's bed and shelter? No, it's not. Mm-hmm. But maybe if we look at the statistics, we would have more beds for women, and maybe we would have more for people coming from a religious background, and maybe we would have more for the natives. But it would happen because those areas will need them because of their social issues that they have at that particular place. But we shouldn't block a program just because they don't fit those criteria that people put as like vulnerable.
Right. What is your view on gynocentrism, which is the idea that the world is biased towards women, like that everybody is easier on women?
Oh, definitely, it's easier on women, and many trans men actually have, like, when they transition, they discover that we treat men badly. We expect more of them socially. Like we don't expect a woman to stop their car and help someone who is stuck with their home. We expect that from men, mostly if it's a woman who is a victim. We don't expect to help men, and we expect women to be helped. So we have way more expectation on men as helping in society than we have with women. So that's the biggest one. And in general, yeah, we have a lot of double standard. We expect men to have better jobs, and we expect men to do way more. So, and a lot of stuff is also around women being pregnant in general, like the abortion rights and the having the rights to your kids, but not if you're a man and stuff like that. So,
okay. And the last question is, what is your view on being called a pick-me girl?
That one, I get called that often, and usually I'm in a relationship when I have to be called that, so it's pretty funny. I actually, to me, it's very sad that they say that, because it's like you're telling me that you can't have empathy toward a group that you're not in. Because you can't imagine me being right now defending another group. I'm defending men and I'm not one. So to you, it's being pick me. So if I was defending kids, would you be saying the same? No, it's just like for men and for other groups. Like if you're an atheist and you're defending religious groups, they will accuse you of trying to appeal to that group for some reason. So it's very sad that we don't have the empathy toward other groups. Like you don't have to have cancer to be able to understand that you should support cancer research and stuff like that. So, and in this, usually they don't even understand, like, there are women's issues that I'm still defending and that I find as actual issues. To me, there's maybe two reasons I'm not as active about them. It's one is that there's already a lot of people taking care of that. I'm not needed in that part because there's all you women already doing the work, and no one is minding the men issues that are beside it. So I'm working on the one that needs resources. Yeah. And it's also not as urgent.